Hey guys, what's up? This is Andrew from DIVERGENCES.com. So as you can see, I am still in my quarantine hotel, but I feel better today. My voice, I hope, sounds better too. So today I want to make an update on Tesla, Fubotv and Blackberry. For those who want to get some insight about GME and AMC, I posted this morning some daily updates, and I'm going to do this every day, about yesterday's price action, and I gave you there my different scenarios. So just go in the description, click on the link in the description of this video to access my Discord channel. So today, let's analyze Tesla first. Let's get into it. And guys, so I haven't made an update on Tesla for quite some time, but it's very, very interesting what is happening here, guys. So let me sum up a bit the situation. All right, so this is a Tesla's chart. On a daily time frame, I take a step back here, because I want to analyze this whole move up. So for those who have watched my previous video on Tesla, you have already seen that this has not changed for quite some time, guys. I remember at the beginning of the year, I was telling you guys, we completed the third. So basically this 5 waves here. So once again, for those who are new to my channel, moves up, develop in 5 waves, guys. This is Elliott wave theory, and moves down, develop in 3 waves, A, B, C. For those who want to know more about that, same thing, click on the link in the description of this video, and you're going to have access to a free training where I explain everything about Elliott wave theory. That is very, very precious, guys, when you analyze some stocks like Tesla that grow a lot. You know, Elliott wave theory is based on growth. So you associate it usually with Fibonacci, which I'm going to do here, to find some targets. So here, I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm missing the 5th wave. Once again, my 3rd wave is broken down into 5 waves as well, in which the 3rd waves as well broken down into 5 waves. So this counting fits very well for me. This is the reason why I am very confident in a 5th that is coming soon. The question is when. So to know that, you come to the 4th wave that is here, and you need to know what kind of corrective pattern it is. So for example, usually when you have here a zigzag, Elliott is telling you that when the 2nd wave is a zigzag, the 4th wave is usually a flat, guys. And this is true, let's say 70% of the time. And here you can see that I'm having kind of a flat correction. So this makes total sense for me, A, B, C. And I was telling you guys in my other videos that I did, guys, few weeks or few months ago, that the correction is not done. I told you that you were probably going to get rejected. And then I made an update. I said Tesla will go to 2000, and I still believe this. Then we're going to discuss the targets a bit with more precision, but for sure we are moving higher. And to know that this scenario is almost 100% sure, we need to have the confirmation that the corrective phase is done. And here, the way I'm going to find out that the correction is done is when we're going to break this trend line, guys, all right? So I just connect the 2 recent highs that I have here and here, all right, like this. And you can see, guys, that, you know, so here I told you, I made a video, I told you guys buy this dip, you know, because I was expecting an ABC flat and not zigzag. Zigzag would go lower, but I knew it would be a flat most likely because the 2nd wave was a zigzag once again. So here Elliott wave was very, very precious, and here was a very nice level to buy. Now I made another update, I think around here, and I told you guys now 690. I was talking about this in my Discord. I think I did a video, but I'm not sure I posted it. I don't remember, but whatever. I told you guys in my Discord for sure that 690 is the level to trade above, and we need a confirmation, a daily confirmation, guys, because we are here looking at, you know, a yearly move. So we need a confirmation on the daily time frame, which means 2 consecutive candles on a daily time frame that close above the resistance you are considering, which is here a downward sloping trend line that is right now at 670. All right. So let's have a look if we had any confirmation here. I don't see any, guys. We had here some build up, some consolidation, then we got rejected. And I told you guys that I would be a buyer around the 640, 630 area. You can go and check my videos, guys, or you can check my Discord. I told you this. So I gave you this trade, guys, and I think it's a very nice trade. You can use fibs to enter, same thing. You know, fibs, guys, you can buy at the 50 and the 61.8 retracement. So here the 50% would be the 622, you would have been executed. Then the 61.8% retracement, you wouldn't have been done. But this, you have also the moving averages here, so you know it's a nice level to buy on a daily time frame. So right now, if you're not in this trade, you can still expect here. So basically, we are moving. Let me zoom in now a little bit. Let me go to the 4 hours time frame. What can you do if you want to? If you are in this trade, perfect. You're good. You're good. I'm going to give you some safety line, some levels below which the scenario is off the table. But for now, let's try how to enter this trade. So as usual, we are in the third wave, guys. So 1, 2, 3. Here, ABC. I think it's too late, guys. Maybe you're going to have one more retest around 630. 650 is a nice level to buy, to be honest. I don't think we're going to go lower here. There are some alternative scenarios I'm going to show you that still go lower. But here I think that, yeah, if you're not in this trade, you can buy a little bit here, but I would, in this situation, personally wait for the breakout confirmation, and I would buy the retest, all right? Buying 650 is a bit too high. I would use fibs. Once again, I measure the wave that I have here. Actually, you need to go in the third wave. You need to measure from here to here. Okay, I would be a buy at 620, 600, all right, for sure. Otherwise, I would wait for the breakout. Once the breakout is done in the third wave, as usual, guys, I remind you that third waves, they like to break some major levels. They like to take back some levels that are meaningful, and that gives us some information about the future price action, which here is this 680, 670 level right now. It's going lower. So probably the third wave, when it's going to be complete, is going to break this level with some strong moves up and a strong associated volume. Very important, guys, to check if the associated volume is big enough to say that the breakout is a real breakout and not a fake out. So then here you're going to have the fourth wave usually coming here, and the fourth wave, you know, they like to retrace to the top of the third or the preceding wave counting. So here, I'm not sure about the level yet, but probably it's going to be around the 670, 650 area. So here you're going to have one more opportunity, and I think this is the nice opportunity to buy. If you don't do it, we're probably going to complete this first wave here around, I would say, the 780 level, something like this, and then we're still going to have a second wave to correct. So for example, if you want to buy call options, guys, please wait, all right? Because call options, as you know, make you bleed. You're going to pay a lot of theta every day, and of course, if the price action is going higher, you're going to win. You're going to make money. But if the price action comes back and the time has passed, you are going to be losing some money that you would have paid in theta. So if you want to buy call options, it's much better to wait for the last corrective opportunity, for the last correction in time that will probably arrive here around the 15th of September, something like this. We're going to have here probably a dip that you guys can use to enter this trade with, like, I would say, safely. All right. This is what I would do. I would buy call options here, actually, you know. Maybe here I would have bought some shares, definitely not call options, bought some shares to build up, because you never know, sometimes the retest is going to be lower, you're not going to be able to enter, so maybe buy some shares here. And if you want to buy call options, I would definitely wait here to buy those call options, because the longer you wait, the cheaper you're going to buy those call options for the same strike. So, and in terms of target, once again, guys, I use fibs. Okay, so I measure here my waves, and I apply to the bottom of the force, and the typical retracement level are the so 61.8, 1, and 1.618. So it gives me 1,000, 1,400, and 2,000. I'm very bullish, guys. I think it's going to go to 2,000 because I know that the market is full of money, guys. You know, because of the COVID crisis, there is so much cash on hands of many people, and money needs to find a home, guys. This is a saying we're having when I was working in banking, because I quit my job, as you know. And we were saying this, money needs to find a home. This is the reason why the market is so bullish. And I'm very convinced that stocks like Tesla that have a very bright future, they're going to probably attract a lot of money and they're going to grow more than the other stocks. So I believe that we might go to 2000, maybe, you know, in 2 years, something like this. I don't really have a time target, but I'm very bullish on this stock. All right, Fubotv. Very interesting, guys. Fubotv. So here, I'm following the stock for like same thing, like a couple of months, guys. I remind you what I was telling you. So here I told you guys, careful. This is only the beginning of the correction. I was here right. I was a buyer at 22. 20, 22, all this area, and it broke, guys. It broke, and I told you guys now the next level is 15. We went to 15 and we strongly bounced back. Then I told you guys, just like Tesla, that, you know, I connected here the highs that I have here. Let me go to our time frame to make this very clean. But this is something I did before, so it's anywhere broken. It's not so important, but let me do it well. Anyway, and here I connected the two recent highs that I had here and here, guys. It's even like this. Okay, it's not very important here. And I knew that after this has been broken, I made a video, guys, and I told you guys, time to buy. And we had the retest on the trend line, as we often have. And I told you guys, I made an update, I think here around the mid-June, something like this. And I told you guys, careful, this is the end of the first wave. And you can see that on the daily time frame, we had the, I don't usually use this indicator, but I'm starting to check divergences on the RSI more and more. And it gives me, for example, here, an oversold signal. So it's not something I use often, so I'm careful with it, but it's interesting that here it gave me the signal to actually exit. I prefer to use Elliott waves and trend lines to here find the targets and know when it's time to exit. So I told you guys that the fifth wave is probably going to measure the same length as the first wave, and I applied to the bottom of the fourth, and I gave you, I think, 35 as a level, and then I told you we're going to correct to 27. So right now what happened? So this is my old drawing, guys, all right? So I was not that wrong on this one. Let me adjust it. The ABC is like this. Okay. And we went to 24. Now we are trading at 27. So let me check how much retracement is it compared to the first wave. You see? Okay, so we just touched the 50% retracement. So for example, if you follow like just blindly this method, that is basically saying that you buy the 50, you buy the 61.8, which I like to do, guys. Amongst other techniques, this is one of the techniques I really like to use. You know, you don't need to know a lot about technical analysis. You just, you know, once a wave is complete, so you use a trend line to know the wave is complete. Here, for example, you can see that you need to find a trend line that had some support. Okay, so this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reactions on it. It broke here. You know this move is complete. You measure this move and you buy the 50 and the 61.8. So it's still on the table that this ABC would be longer, and that would go to the 61.8% retracement, so which would be 22. So all this area between 22 and 25 is a nice area for me to buy. And then what is coming, guys? What is coming? The third wave, hopefully. So here, not sure the second is finished or not. Let's put it here. And then we should have a third wave. That is going to be the first real move up, developing in 5 waves in Fubotv for quite some time. So let's see how the fundamentals are going. Of course, this is going to be related to the fundamentals. Technical analysis here is showing us that there is a lot of bullish momentum in the stock. To me, this is looking very good just in terms of technicals, but of course the fundamentals are important here as well. I'm not a specialist of this market, so I don't know exactly how the fundamentals. But what I'm seeing is that we are set up for a third wave because the first wave was developing in 5 waves. So this, for me, is looking very good. Then I expect the third wave maybe to be rejected at the 65 level, which is the highest level we had in the past year. And if we break this, this is going to set up the road for more moves up, guys. Because once again, when you spot a move that is in 5 waves, you know that there's going to be more... that this is the direction of the market, all right? This is very important to be able to know if the move you're seeing is developing in 5 waves, which means the motive waves are going higher, or if the moves up is developing in 3 waves, ABC, which means that basically you are in a corrective phase. So here, I had 5 waves in here. I'm having 3 waves for now to correct. So this is looking good for me. In terms of targets, I don't really know. Let's see. For now, the next target is 65, and then let's see what is happening. Last one, guys, Blackberry. This one is a bit tricky. So I checked here my analysis. I'm bullish, guys, because on the long term, you can see that we broke here. So I'm having all this RSIs here. You see, it's not so bad, this RSI on TradingView, this RSI strategy, just giving you, you know, levels of overbought and oversold level. Once again, it's not something that I like to use, you know, because it's too basic. but it's still good to have it. And you can see that on a stock like Blackberry, it's giving you quite good signals on the daily time frame. So it's something always interesting to keep in mind. So I'm going to keep them here. And for me, the reason I'm bullish is because we broke this trend line. I like trend lines. To me, trend lines are giving you the direction of the market. And when a big trend line like this, like a long-term trend line like this one, is broken, it's very good for the longer term. And here you can see we broke it as usual in the third of the third wave. You can see here doing my counting. So this is typical, guys. Once again, third waves, they like to break some major level to take back those important levels. And here we retested it, and we had here a strong support, strong reaction, guys, which is giving me more weight to my trend line. So I know that I'm not the one using it, which is making my scenario even more likely to be good. So here we moved up, and this is for me only the third, and then we corrected sharply, guys, all right, very sharply. This was the January move that was driven, guys, by GameStop, AMC, mostly GameStop at that time. This is the second move that was more driven by AMC in June. So Blackberry is just following, those two. So for now, it's just a bit crashing, guys, because, all the Reddit stocks, they're losing a bit momentum, but I believe strongly it's going to come back because, once again, the money is here, guys. The confidence is here, the bulls, even if it's right now a bit a tough time for the bulls, they are still for me in control for the longer term. What makes me say this, guys, is because you can see that here we're having, those bullish divergences. You connect here and here, and you can see when I connect here and here. So you connect the recent lows, bam, bam, on the daily time frame, and I connect the lows of the RSI, guys. I can do it with the MACD or RSI, guys, it's the same. Sometimes you have it on the MACD, sometimes not, but here I'm having the RSI and I'm seeing this bullish hidden divergence. Once again, let me show you guys. All right, so the bullish hidden divergence that I'm having is this one, guys. And as you know, I like to use divergences. They are very early signals and they remind you what is happening in the market. Sometimes you forget, you have too many drawings, too many lines, you don't even know what is happening anymore. Then you check for divergences. And here, this one, guys, is the momentum going lower. So we are in the bearish phase, we are in the correction, but the market is making new lows. So the bears are not able to take more ground. So this is bullish, of course. And when I use this divergence, so here I'm having one, what is invalidating my signal, guys, because you always need to have, kind of a safety line. Sometimes you have a divergence, but the market is not going higher. So you need to find a time when it's time to exit. And for me, this is a technique that I use on my own, but that is working well. That is basically eliminating, let's say, 30-40% of the divergences as, wrong signals. If we break the trend line that you get by connecting the two lows of the market. So here it would give me a level around 850. So below 850, this divergence on the long term is invalidating and it might change my scenario. For now, we are still looking good, even if on the short term, guys, definitely this is not bullish, okay? But AMC and GameStop are not bullish as well. I have the feeling all this goes together. Here we broke the 200 period moving average on the 4-hour time frame, which is not good. But we're having some, you can see, oversold signals coming from the RSI, all right? So maybe we're going to have a reversal coming soon. But here, my scenario would be, guys, that corrective phase, they move in ABC. So maybe an ABC like this, I don't know. It's hard to say, guys. It's hard to say. What I would do, I would be a buyer around the 850 area. If I am already in this trade, I would stay in this trade, but below 850, I would maybe, sold a bit of my shares to maybe buy lower. But once again, if you are in a buy and hold strategy, it's fine just to, keep your shares. If you don't have leverage, you can just accumulate more shares the lower the price goes. It's a good strategy, and it's a strategy that I think most of people should use because pro trading requires a lot of time, a lot of knowledge, a lot of nerves. You need to, stay in front of your screen for a long time. I know what I'm talking about, and it's not something that everybody wants to do. So here, if you just want to accumulate to average down your price, you can just buy more shares at the 850 level. And then my scenario, I think I'm not sure this is still good. This would more look like this, guys, all right? This correction is too long, so maybe this would be, I did the fifth wave here. So sorry, up, ABC. So either we're having here a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's possible going around the 65 area, like I said before. This is still on the table. Or more likely, so this then would be like this, sorry. So let me show you again. up, it would be like this, guys. But more likely, guys, this is not looking like a 1-2, 1-2. The second waves, they're usually sharp. They're not long like this, all right? So this doesn't look like a second wave to me. So I change my analysis here, and I just bring this here. Bam, second wave, they're more like this, Fourth wave, they can be longer, all right? But, they like to take some time, fourth waves. But second wave, they're usually sharp in time. And then, bam, we would be like this. And then this would maybe only be a WXY correction, all right? Bam, bam, bam. Maybe something like this, okay? So let's see, guys, let's find out. Below 850, I need to reconsider my analysis because the bullish divergence is not active for me anymore. The level that makes me feel very good is, of course, about above 16, guys. When we break this, here we have this massive selling pressure that arrived at this level, which is, of course, not good, guys. So we need to actually beat the bears that were selling here. So to beat them, we need to break this trend line, guys. So I know it's a level that is quite far, but this is the level. So 60% higher, guys, I know, but this is the level above which the scenario is really looking good. For now, my scenario would be something like this. So I'm going to keep this drawing. Let's find out if this is correct. But once again, we're having the long-term bullish divergence, and we are trading above this trend line. That is telling me that we are bullish. We are in a bullish development. This just might take some more time. So guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please don't forget to click on the sub, like, and bell button, so you're going to be the first to know when I upload anything new. And stay close to shore. See you guys.